Hey there everyone, my name is Shuttlesworth, and welcome to Dishing on Swishing, where we break down the best basketball players in the world and learn exactly how and where they score. Now this is a brand new channel with lots of great content on the way. I'm currently working on several videos, everything from more signature moves and player comparisons to form breakdowns, so be sure to stick around for those. Today's video starts off what will be our main series on this channel, Signature Moves. Today's player, LeBron James. Let's get started. First, we'll take a look at LeBron's career averages, 27 points, 7 rebounds, and around 7 assists, on an efficient 49.6 for his career, with a small uptick in scoring and rebounding and slightly lower percentages in the playoffs, most likely due to the decreased pace and increased defense in the playoffs. Moving on to usage, we see that this year, LeBron used 32% of his team's total plays. That's pretty high, but it's to be expected of a player of LeBron's caliber. We also see LeBron take most of his shots from inside the three-point line. LeBron's most used play last season was as the pick-and-roll ball handler, where he ranked in the 66th percentile. His second most used play was isolation, where he ranked second in the league. Only James Harden isolated more. His next most used play was in transition, where he is deadly. He was not particularly effective posting up, but expect that number to go up as he becomes more familiar with his teammates next season. Looking at these same stats in the playoffs, we see a big bump in usage due to the injuries of Kyrie and K-Love. His ISOs increased dramatically, but his efficiency dropped way down, only averaging 0.7 points per possession. Again, his efficiency was not good, but he was also putting up some crazy numbers to the tune of 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. But enough of all these numbers, let's get to the film. Every good player understands that you can't just take the same shot over and over again and be successful against a good defense. You need moves and counter moves to keep the defense off balance and guessing. I like to refer to these as the setup, the money move, and the counter move, and these are going to be different for every player. If you want to score like LeBron James, you'd better be hitting that weight room because LeBron takes every advantage of his strength. Also note that these are advanced moves, so if you're a younger player, I would recommend working on your layups and ball handling before attempting anything too complicated.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
LeBron is a bit different than some of the players we'll be covering here because he wants to get all the way to the rim every time and uses his jumper mostly to keep the defense from clogging the paint. Because LeBron doesn't have one signature move that he uses to get into scoring position every time, so we're going to go by his main scoring series. If you watch the Cavs play much this postseason, you probably noticed that LeBron likes to isolate on the left side of the floor. This gives him the righty drive middle or his little spin or turn around going to the left. Also, when he is driving, he wants to get fouled. A lot.
Letting him play a little bit. James barrels in, strip, but foul. Iguodala, well it is. The reason why you automatically know the first practice that you have. LeBron turned into...
On this post-up, we see very little action on the weak side, with LeBron posting up strong side. Worried about the middle drive here, DeMar Carroll jumps to the middle, and LeBron knows to spin left, away from the help, and gets the goaltending of the big man. Another thing LeBron is excellent at is left-handed drives from the top of the key. These usually come from pick and roll, or from early offense before the defense is set. He wants to use his right hand mostly, but can't finish with his left. Here we see a dribble pitch into a pick and roll trying to get him ahead of steam going to the basket. He maybe gets away with a bit of travel here, but is also able to draw a foul. Same thing in this play as well. Another pick and roll and LeBron gets an easy dunk.
Easily his best game of the series. James able to slither.
Oftentimes, to keep him out of the paint, teams back off of him and dare him to take a jumper. He is sometimes a little too willing to take the jumper, especially the dribble pull-up at the top of the key, but he makes it enough to keep the defense honest. Here, we see Draymond, not wanting to get beat, backs up a bit and puts his hands down, and we all know what happens when you do that.
Taking over the basketball game, hand down, man down.
Shot clock winding down.
LeBron really likes the mid-range jumper, but would probably be better suited to turn more of them into threes, like on this play.
James sets, fires. Three-pointer for LeBron James. Thompson on Irving.
If you kids want to learn how to get a good shot from the face-up, just look at this play. He gets pushed out a bit, and is able to turn that into more space for Barnes to worry about. The jab step gets Barnes thinking baseline drive, and LeBron splashes it. A couple more jumpers, and LeBron is feeling it.
For the shoot. James jab step, jumper, got it.
Playing tight didn't work, now backing off isn't working. There's one thing left for the defense to do. Throw multiple players at him. And this is where the brilliance of LeBron James really comes in. His vision and timing are impeccable. He catches defenders ball watching. Zone him up, he'll spot the rotation error.
Mozgov throws it down.
Go for a steal, he'll get it back and score on you.
Throw it into the post, it's to be a passer, not to be a scorer.
James Jones back down. LeBron James answered point.
Help, and he kicks out for an easy three.
From the field during that stretch. Well, the Cavaliers just 1 of 10 here at the start. Shumpert fires for 3.
Want to know the secret of being a good passer?
Irving.
Think a step ahead of the game.
There. Feeds into Mozgov.
On this play, you see LeBron look over Mozgov, sees Bogut and Draymond overhelping, draws in the defense and the help, and drops it off to Mozgov, who gets fouled.
Drives, finds Mozgov. Mozgov misses for the foul.
And now for my final thoughts. LeBron James is one of the best players in the world. He's taken advantage of an extremely weak Eastern Conference to appear in 5 consecutive finals, winning 2 championships. His offensive game is pretty well-rounded, and that makes him very difficult to stop. That being said, there are ways to reduce his efficiency, as we've seen in the last few finals when players similar in size and strength such as Andre Iguodala and Kawhi Leonard are matched up with him extensively. And now it's time for the
Post-game interview.
This is the part of the show where I ask you the question of the week and you vote on what you think. This week's question is simple. What do you think of LeBron James? Is he A, the best player in the world, or B, overrated? Click on the picture to cast your vote. Don't agree with either or want to share your opinion? Tell the world in the comments below. Did you like this video? If the answer is yes, then consider liking and subscribing. I'm new to the YouTubes, so feel free to give me some positive or negative feedback. Also let me know what other players you'd like to see on this channel. Thanks for watching. Now go try these moves out for yourself.
LeBron James, LeBron James,
LeBron James.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.